Hey everyone, Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and you guessed it. I have succeeded in accomplishing my pottery challenge for the month, so I have made 1,000 pieces of pottery. Well, a little more than that because I had a few days that were up and down, but I did 10 days of 100 pieces of pottery each day. And now I am deciding on which place I am going to go for tea in London. I've got a new suitcase and everything to celebrate. So, yeah, it's been a great month. All right, before we get into the victory of all this, I thought it would be fun to go through some of the footage of the struggle. So I'm going to start you back a few days and then we'll go through till the end when I'd finish my 1,000th piece. I know you're such a silly. Come here. It is day 7 of my challenge. And if you're counting, why is it only day 7? You should have been done by now. So yeah, I had a routine colonoscopy this week, and yeah, I tried to throw after my colonoscopy and I got a little bit done, but I felt like I had a pass since they said don't operate heavy machinery. So not that this really counts as machinery, but yeah, I only got 30 pieces done last night after my colonoscopy. So right now we're at day 7, and I'm going to try to do 100 sake cups before midnight. So that's where I'm at. All right, 3 minutes till midnight. I have completed day 7. And for some reason, I was thinking that meant that there was only like 2 more, but 8, 9, 10. That's 3 more days. All right, I'm getting there. I've been throwing these. Oh, cat! You just smashed that pot. Oh, bad kitty. Oh! R.I.P. smashed pot. Well, that makes today's total only 98, which means I guess I'll do 102 tomorrow, and that will have to be good enough. Dishes in progress, along with some pottery that I need to list tomorrow on Etsy. All the things. It's day 8. It's day 9. I have a headache. I'm still throwing. 1 more day to go. Clearly not ready to start filming this evening since I just filmed a bunch without the sound on, but okay. It is day 10 and I am ready to succeed at this challenge. I have 71 more pots to throw tonight. I've already done some vases. Here, let me show you. Here are the vases I threw right before I made dinner to kind of get myself warmed up. As I was sitting at my wheel, I noticed over on my marker board sort of a remnant from the last time I tried a challenge like this and failed. So let me show you this. Right there, I had a goal of 1,000 ring dishes by February 13th. And you can see 734 was where I petered out. And if I haven't shown you this before, I have sort of this board where I keep track of some different glaze combinations in case I'm having trouble like thinking of something to do. All right, and the secret to why I am making bud vases this evening is because I don't trim my bud vases. And last night I made ring dishes and they were drying out too quickly, and I basically had to trim 100 ring dishes last night. So I was trimming ring dishes till 1 a.m. and I do not want a repeat of that tonight. So I'm going to make sure that I don't make so very many small things that need trimming because I can't even with that much trimming. And the trimming wheel is like a little shorter, so it's harder on your knees and hips and everything else. And I was just like, I am so done with that. So the hardest pieces when I'm throwing off the hump are always the first few because I don't center this whole part, and this part can shake the wheel enough to kind of like pull it off center a little bit. But it's better for me than getting up and getting a lot more clay. So it's a trade-off. So I've also found when I'm doing bud vases, well, firstly, I've been trying to throw fairly dry so that I'm not wasting time sponging the middle. But then I also have realized that if I cone it in while it's still very thick at the top, then I don't have that same buckling issue. And and I think to some extent that's just B mix that's a problem with that, but it's definitely been helping me make bud vases. I feel like I should have like a countdown going or something, like the New Year's Eve countdown, right? Well, I'm not paying attention very well here. Make sure I'm not messing up. Hmm. See if I cut through the bottom of this one. I probably shouldn't since I've done, well, hundreds of these at this point. Is my camera angle askew? Filming yourself when you're throwing is so hard because to make any sort of adjustment, you're like messing up a lot of things. So I've been learning how in this process to measure my pots with different parts of my hands based on how big I want them. So if I want things of a similar size, I'll pick a measurement on my hand. So you saw here, that's a thumb. So I generally am going down about a thumb's amount into my bud vases to kind of mark it. And I am marking the bottom by pushing in with one finger and pushing out above it so that I'm creating an offset so that I know where to cut. So you can see right here that I've already sort of created this line of where I'm going to cut even before I'm pulling up. And I'm definitely not being picky about these. I think I like to think of these as more like something to show off, like fun, colorful glazes. Like these are not works of perfection. They are like little asymmetrical, wonky pops of color that like are really fun and whimsical. So yeah, I'm definitely not spending crazy amounts of time refining and getting the perfect shape and the perfect in out angle because everybody likes something a little different. So I feel like just having that variety of different shapes for people to choose from is just really fun. I feel like I do this every time. I justify my lack of perfection every time, but no, seriously. What are we working for right now? I am not trying to make the finest piece of art in my life. I am trying to get to London to drink some tea. That's the goal. So, and I think that's an okay goal. Like, I mean, I think it's okay to be yes, sometimes you're making art, and yes, sometimes you just like want to make some stuff that's gonna sell. And that is okay too. Because it is winter and I would like a vacation. So I've gotten really good at making the soy sauce dishes. Like that, I can do lickety split. And I think I'm getting better at these as well. Definitely one of my biggest takeaways from this is like I can be overconfident and I can be like, oh, I don't have that much more to learn, or oh, I'm pretty good at this. I don't need that, or that doesn't apply to me. I'm super practiced. But I have to say that forcing myself to make 100 repetitive forms in a day has really improved my ability to make repetitive forms. So yeah, I feel like my skill has increased doing this challenge. So it hasn't been entire torture. Sorry, my wear board's a little far out of the screen here. I need to readjust, but my hands are messy. I should do this live. That would have been fun. The 100-piece countdown. If I knew how to do it live, I might do that. But I do not. I'm talking too much. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing here. Are these all looking too much the same? I still want them to be fun. So far, so good. No bottoms have been cut through. So I was dropping off packages at the post office earlier, and the mail lady was like, how's the 100 pieces, the 10 days of 100 pieces going? And I'm like, I honestly didn't even remember that I told the mail lady that. So I was like, it's going good. I'm gonna succeed. I'm going away to London. She's like, do I need to hold your mail here? And I'm like, no, I have somebody house sitting. But it's just funny. I can be so like friendly and chatty with strangers that sometimes you forget, like, you're like, oh, I told you that? Interesting. Probably oversharing, but I think it's partly working in weddings because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like the way to be at a wedding is just like you're friends with everybody. Like, even if you haven't met them, those are like your new friends, and I'm just very comfortable and friendly and, talk to everybody. And I'm just very, go with the flow. But yeah, so I interact so much with strangers, more so than I do my own friends, really, because I work more than I get to go out. This one's gotten a little wonky. I'm paying attention here. But yes, you know what my point is. That I get along with everybody. That I love just being around people sometimes. But then I also love sitting in a room by myself, making pots for 8 hours. 8 hours. I'm so funny. We all know I'm working more than that. All right. Not even timing myself. This challenge has been so advanced. I haven't even had any time to do the let me get out a clock and time myself fun. I'm just like, all right, get it done. Just get it done. Focus. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. Maybe that would be cute to have it kind of more like that. Yeah, that's cute. If there might have put too much water in that one though. I am being a little bit slack about sponging out some of these ones, so hopefully I don't get S cracks in a bunch of them. So definitely the thing that I should be making more of right now is ring dishes, because as usual, those have been selling like crazy, and I need to do a restock on ring dishes, and I feel like I've thrown all these hundreds of pieces, and I feel like not nearly enough of them have been ring dishes. So I've really got to work on that. Should I do one a little thicker, maybe? So I don't know if you guys watched my video about the different how to list multiple items on Etsy and all of that, but the listing has been doing very well, and I think it's interesting because I feel like some vases are not great standalone vases. Like it'll just be like a fairly simple color, or the shape isn't a standout shape by itself. But when you put it in a group, it kind of has, I don't know, there's just some glazes that are more unifying or just really cool in a group. So I've been finding some vases can sell fine. They sell themselves. They're unique enough to be all on their own. But there are some that definitely do better in a group. So yeah, the listing's been doing great. I've had requests about offering them wholesale, but I am still not wanting to do that. I'm gonna have to run the numbers on that. Just because I'm not close to any shops that I could wholesale, that I'd still be shipping it and packaging it up for a wholesale order, but then I'm losing, like, I don't know what, half my profits. I'm just like, why would I do that? Why would I work just as hard for half of the profits? Like, I don't think I need, like, I don't think I need the middleman. Is there something I'm missing? People who do wholesale, like, oh, I just broke this one. No. See if I can save it enough. It's what I think of wholesale. This one is what it is. I was gonna do something different with it, but I think going forward that even if I don't do the 100 a day thing, even if I'm doing 50 a day, I think having an exact number that I'm going for each day is really helpful to me. I think that it kind of focuses me and keeps me semi accountable, because it's hard when it's just yourself to be like, oh, I should do more. Because it's, it's always easy to just be like, yeah, I'm going to take a break, see what's happening over on YouTube, check my Facebook scroll a little bit. And you can just like not go back to work. I don't know. But yeah, I just think on accountability level and just knowing like that, hey, this is how many I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do it. Kind of keeps me going a little bit better. That last one was cute, but I didn't do a very good job cutting it off. Just scrape it down a little bit and sponge it or something on the bottom if I'm not going to trim it. Oh, bud vases. Okay. See this? I haven't cut through the bottom of a single one yet. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. So my hands are definitely dirtier than I like to throw with, but I'm kind of cutting down on the, maybe I'm doing it more now because I'm talking, but cutting down on the amount of like trips to the bucket, extra things that I'm doing, sponging. Like, if you're really cranking them out, there's a lot of like fiddly perfection steps that happen that don't always have to happen. The other thing about vases is that if they have a slightly heavier bottom, it's okay, because that keeps the vase from tipping over if you put a big flower in it. So it's one of those where you can kind of get away with cutting inaccurately off the hump, because if it's just a little bit heavier, that's kind of good. Has anybody been counting? How many are we up to? Remember when I first started this business, I was Googling how many pots do you have to throw a day to be considered a production potter? Because I thought being a production potter sounded like super glamorous and skilled or something. And I really wanted to be able to call myself a production potter. So I was like, how many do I have to get done to qualify for this elusive title? And I think it was something like 50 to 65 a day or something, is, or at least at the time that's what Google said was the definition. So now I'm just like, I've graduated here. I think maybe I'm officially able to make it as a production potter. Certainly, the 100 a day definitely makes me feel it. I think I was making a lot of pieces a day before, but I also think that I had a very small batch mentality to it, where I would do like, oh, I'm going to do a bowl, and then I'm going to do a cup, and then I'm going to do a ring dish, and then I'm going to, like I was all over the place with it. I definitely was not like, I need to make 60 mugs for this order that I'm going to put out. That was definitely not me. I'm just like making whatever I want, but lots of it. Um, but I think this is the first time that feels very much like, okay, this is this is what the production really feels like. Oh, I didn't mark that one very good, did I? Maybe there. Uh-oh. Am I gonna cut through? I think I probably just cut through. Did I cut through? Probably. I did. Because I couldn't see. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can fix it, huh? Because I didn't take it very far off. All right, we're resealing it. Okay. Resealing it. Cut needs to be down here. All right, I fixed it. You were worried. All fixed. It's like sometimes I want them to be more straight up and down, but when I make them more straight up and down, it's really hard to tell where to cut. Have we made 100 yet? No. That's a no. I have to count after this, though. Because I'm getting curious. How close are we? It's cute. I feel like when I'm looking up at myself on the camera that all of these look exactly the same, but over on the wear board they look really different. What have I done here? Do you see me messing this one up, guys? What happened here? Can I save it? Can I save it? Probably. But I wonkied it up. Oh, very uneven this last one. That's okay. Plenty more to try tonight. Right, these are the bud vases you just watched me throw. All right, I am back. I had to make crepes for my daughter who is sick right now, but she feels like she could only eat crepes. So hopefully that means the flu is almost done with her and she'll be on the mend. But okay, so we're down to the final 10 pots of the whole challenge. So I thought I'd film the final 10. just gonna do random bowls, I think. Just finish it off. Yeah. Woohoo! Then I'll have some of my microwave tea in preparation for the good tea. All right. Oh, I already set this up like I'm gonna make a ring dish, but we just made 40 ring dishes. Time to move on. Time to move on. No, I could make ring dishes, but it's the final 10. Why not just do something else? It's the fun ones, right? Just some small charcuterie bowls. I'm wrapping these in plastic though. I'm not trimming them tonight. There's no way I'm trimming again like I did last night till 1 a.m. I definitely want to do something other than that. 9 more to go. Don't be knocking any down. I see the cat's heading my way. Hopefully she goes outside. No bowl destroyer. I guess if I have more clay left over, I'm just going to make a big bowl at the bottom. Oh, this is easy. This is getting easy, right? I've made so many bowls that I am like, and I think it's a real improvement that I'm throwing off the hump. I think that's key to saving time. I need room though. Where am I gonna set things? Ooh, this one's going somewhere. Okay. The pottery is in shambles. Okay, more. Count it down. I could really whip these off really fast if I wanted to, but nah. Woohoo. All right, 7 more. Oh, I'm excited. So I have my plane tickets. I have not made my tea reservation because, well, I could afford the plane tickets. I had not made enough money to get the tea reservation. So I think as long as I can sell quite a few of the 1,000 pots that I made this month, we should be good. I know everybody's been asking me, like, oh, am I going to the Ritz or which one am I going to go to? And I think I need to go to one that is kind of like allows casual dress because I'm only bringing a carry-on and it's cold out and my husband doesn't really like public transportation, so we're probably going to be walking most places. And I don't think I have any dress clothes that I want to walk 5 miles in 40-degree weather. So I'm probably looking for a tea house that does not have, oh, I dropped my tool, that does not have a dress code. So I may end up at the Georgian because of that. Not that I've ever been to London. I just, as my thing that I do on my off hours, I like to plan vacations. And I'm really good at planning vacations. So, yeah, I've planned so many vacations that I haven't even taken. But someday, maybe someday. Oh, I dropped that right in the dirt. Ick. All right, I'm not gonna go wash it though because it's the final 10. I'm already losing count too. What am I at? What number is that? I was talking. I wasn't even paying attention to what I'm doing here. I've thrown so many bowls I could do this in my sleep. If only the glazing was this quick, right? All right, so yeah, what was I saying? So yes, if anyone wants to suggest places for afternoon tea, for me, the requirement is casual. And I'm not going to any West End shows either. That was downvoted by the family. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, is that right? I've only got 3 more? There's a lot of clay left for 3 more. Okay, we'll make the last one big because I don't want to go over tonight. I think I did 112 last night by accident. Ugh, I don't need that kind of accident tonight. I'm done. So the plan is that I will be leaving on February 15th. So there'll probably be a week of no posts from me. And I will try to film some teacups while I'm gone. But we've got a few weeks until then. A few weeks of heavy duty selling and shipping and glazing and all of the things. Yes. Okay. 2 more? Wish I hadn't coned that up so high. Because I really didn't need to do that because it's gonna be a big bowl at the bottom. It'd be funny if I messed up the last one. Is that right? Am I counting correctly? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. All right. We think planterable. Tough call. It's almost enough clay to make an olive oil bottle. Nah, just go bowl. Just go bowl. Keep it easy. It's gonna be a big bowl. I've got chunks of crap. Woohoo! And that right there makes my 1,000th piece of pottery this month. Woo-hoo! I told my husband he should come in and cheer for me or something, but he's busy. Nobody cares. That's okay. I care. All right. We're done. Yay. Okay, I can't hit stop on the camera because my hands are too gunky. Give me a minute. Let's see what kind of a state the pottery is in. There's our last number, number 1,000. Some more, more. Precariously stacked assortment of bowls, waiting for the cat to knock them over. I should probably move those. That looks awful. Bud vases. Oh, those are some from last night. Some here. And I really got to get some of these in the kiln so that I can get to my glazes. And I also have maybe 250 in the kiln. A lot of pottery. Thanks for watching some of the struggle. I'd love it if you liked and subscribed to my channel. I think next challenge, don't be mad, but I think it's going to be something easier. Have a good day, everyone.